Hey, what's going on, guys? Jerry Fetta here, owner, founder, and CEO of Wealth Dynamics, coming to you with Fitness Friday, okay? Now, I do these because without health, there is no wealth. And so I want to talk to you guys about how to live not just financially wealthy lives, but healthy lives too, right? How do we actually enjoy the life we're going to live? A billionaire taught me in my early 20s, if you don't take care of your body, where will you live? Think about that, right? So that's why we do these videos. Now, this one, I'm gonna actually give you a review on 2 supplements that I take that anyone can take. I think everyone should take. It's not just for bodybuilders, it's for general health. I think that's where it starts because I've met people who have muscles that aren't healthy, right? That's not an indicator of health. That's just, if you take good care of yourself, you'll have muscles, but you have to make sure you handle the other stuff too. Now, if you watch to the end of the video, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to give you a link. Okay, a link to get these kind of supplements. You've got to watch to the end of the video. You can use the same ones that I use and so many others do. Now, without further delay, let's jump into our content today. All right, guys, welcome to Fitness Friday. Right now, I like to talk about health on these videos, and a lot of times it's working out, it's nutrition, it's diet. Those are so important, but there's basics that need to be in. Right? So we talk about health, there's like different layers of it. And I think the most basic one is like, am I a sick person or not, right? Am I sickly? Am I always, sick, ill, going to the hospital, right? Those kind of things. And if you're at that stage where you are, like there's a lot of work to do. I haven't been to the hospital in years. I don't want to go. It's a sick factory, right? That's what they sell is sickness. So I don't want to be there. So I avoid it like the plague. I do things on purpose in my life to avoid that experience because I think it's a terrible place to go. And it's not something I want to do with my time. It's not an area I want to be in, right? So that's one layer. Now, if I'm not a sick person, then it's like, okay, well, am I energetic, right? And if I'm not energetic, then there's an issue. And that usually is going to be diet and nutrition and my gut health and my immune system and my hydration. Right? So there's like someone that's not sick and then someone that has energy. They're also not sick, but they also have energy. Okay? And so that's an important component. Now, after that part, it's like, do I have aches and pains? I think that's another layer of health. Okay, do I have energy, but do I have aches and pains? Someone that has a lot of aches and pains, it probably means that they have some out points and things that they're not doing well with their nutrition that cause them to have inflammation and joint problems and all this different stuff. But it also probably means that they don't exercise often, they don't stretch, they don't take care of their muscles and their body, right? So it's, again, I don't have sickness, I've got energy, and I don't have aches and pains, okay? I think the other one then is stress level. Right? Like this is one that if you peel back the onion further, there are certain people that are high stress. There are certain people that aren't. Right? Now I saw a show, I forget exactly what it was. I remember what it was. I saw a show and they were talking about people who had optimism and low stress versus people who had pessimism and high stress. And optimistic individuals, they tend to live 30% longer. 30%. I want you to think about that. They live 30% longer. Right? So that's a pretty big deal, right? So I want to live longer, which means I want to be low stress. And so someone that has high stress, they probably aren't exercising. They're probably, again, their diet is out. They're not taking care of their heart, right? And there's things that contribute to that stress. There's also people that they're connected to that probably cause that as well. And just things in general that would make them stressed out. This is all before we even get to the conversation of like, are you physically in shape? Do you have muscles? Right? Like that's like at the very bottom. Okay, where we have to hit all these basics and undercuts first before we have the conversation of like, does this person actually have good physical condition, right? So a lot of these are what I would call basics. And so if you're talking basics, one of the first ones is going to be hydration. Are you getting enough water? You should be drinking enough water every day, getting hydration and drinking good water. Right? Not tap water that's got a bunch of chemicals, not bottled water that actually came from a Pepsi or a Coca-Cola factory, like good water. You've got something that actually helps your body and gives it nutrients and electrolytes and minerals and stuff, right? So that's going to be a component of that. The other one is going to be your sleep. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you giving yourself an environment where you can rest well at night? Then you've got your diet. There's so many things that go into diet. We're not going to dive into it all today, but you need to be eating right and you need to be eating right for who you are. right? Everyone reacts differently with food. You've got different genetic makeup, you've got different ancestry, you've got different parts and regions of the world that you're from, and different likes and dislikes. And so food, you put it in and it creates a reaction, and that's gonna have a little bit of a difference for everyone. Example being, someone might do really well on a high carb diet, while another person might not. They need keto. They can't have carbs because carbs might give them less energy. Okay, so understanding that, that's part of the diet and nutrition. Now, part of diet and nutrition is going to be getting your fruits and vegetables, your fiber, your micronutrients, your phytonutrients, right? Your all these things you're gonna get within like good quality food. Okay, so I wanna give you 2 supplements that I use. This first one, this is by First Form. This is called OptiReds 50, right? So what this does is this is actually giving me, this is a superfood supplement. This is actually giving me antioxidant support. It's full of, basically berries and fruits and beets and all these different things that give me antioxidant support. They help support my immune system, and they give me better health and longevity, right? So basically, I want to read some of the ingredients because these are things you probably don't eat during your day. So there's a heart health blend in here, right? So that's important for me. There's beetroot, there's sweet potato, there's cabbage, there's digestive aid blends in here. There's antioxidants. You've got, in the antioxidant blend alone, there's a ton of stuff. There's things in here like broccoli, sprout, tomato, turmeric, elderberry, mangosteen. Mangosteen is great, elderberry is great for the immune system. Kale, sweet cherry, bilberry extract, like all this stuff that helps, right? And so this is something that I mix up. I do 2 scoops a day of this, put it with some cold water. I mix my greens formula in there as well, and I put that together. And this is gonna give me good longevity. These are called phytonutrients, right? Phytonutrients, these are very it's not a carb, it's not a calorie, it's not a vitamin, it's not a mineral, but it's things that help with your heart health, your immune system, your longevity, right? And they're things that you're probably not, just like me, I'm looking at a list of probably 30 or 40 ingredients. I'm probably not gonna be able to get these in my day-to-day diet, right? Like for example, raspberry. I don't know if I'm not gonna eat raspberries probably every day, right? Apricots, grapes, strawberries, pineapples, kiwis, tart cherries, goji juice, pomegranate. Like these, even if I tried, I would not get all of these things in my diet every day, right? Now I'm someone that loves fruit, so I try and eat fruit every day, but I'm gonna do this every day too. Right? Now this helps me out tremendously with my energy levels as well. Like I can tell a difference versus when I take this versus when I don't take this. And this is, again, general health. This is not something that's going to add muscle to me. It's not something that's really going to make a difference in my physical stature and frame, but it's something that gives my body better longevity, right? It's a superfood, okay? So the other one that I use, this is called Opti Greens 50, right? So this is going to be more of a vegetable blend. Okay, so this is something that's going to give me, it's again a superfood. It's phytonutrients, digestive enzymes, and probiotics. This is again full of different ingredients. There's a green complex blend, barley, spirulina, wheatgrass, alfalfa, oatgrass, kale, spinach, parsley extract. Think about, again, like if you had a salad, could you even fit all this stuff in? That's just one area, right? There's a glycemic balance blend. It lowers your blood sugar, keeps it stable. There's rice bran, stevia leaf, grapeseed, alpha lipoic acid, phytonutrients. You've got beet powder, raspberry, citrus, blueberry, strawberry, some of the similar things in here. Then you've got plant enzymes, right? So those of you that have digestive issues, like enzymes are going to help with that. That helps your stomach do more of what it's supposed to do. Then you've got probiotics in here as well, right? So this one really helps with gut health. And if you do any studying up on gut health, the gut is the source of a lot of different problems if you don't treat it well. Illnesses that come up, low energy, predispositions to disease, it starts with the gut, right? So by giving myself this twice a day, sorry, not twice a day, 2 scoops a day, and I actually will mix these, so I'll do 2 scoops of this guy, mix it with 2 scoops of this with cold water, and I'll mix that together, and that is going to give me the phytonutrients and the superfoods that I need for the day. Okay, I'm also going to mix other stuff in with this. But again, whether you're a bodybuilder or not, like if you're a bodybuilder, you should be taking this stuff because you're eating a lot of food. Like don't load up on 300 grams of protein and all the stuff that bodybuilders take and then not take care of your gut. That's a terrible idea, right? If you're a mom and you're like, why is my energy low? This is going to help. Right, if you're, an executive and you're like, I don't get enough time to get my nutrition in, I don't need enough fruits and vegetables, You need to be doing this. It's not going to replace, it's a supplement. So I don't do this instead of fruits and vegetables. I still get my fruits and vegetables, but this is the safety net because I know for a fact when I eat my fruits and vegetables, A, I'm not getting enough, and B, if you do research the enrichment levels of our soil on the way that fruits and vegetables are made today, there's not as much nutrition in them as there used to be, right? So you might eat an apple, that's not the same nutritional quality as it was 50 years ago. Right? So if I really want to get good stuff in my body, right? And again, you're in a partnership with your body whether you like it or not. Right? I hear people that are like, "Oh, I'm a spiritual being. I don't need a body." Well, cool, you have one. Right? You better take care of it or your experience, it's like that's your car. You're driving around on this planet in that car. If you don't take care of that car, you're not going to have a very fun drive and you're going to be here for a while, right? And there's other people where they're like obsessing over, I want to be 8% body fat, have a six pack and this and that. They're not taking care of what's inside, right? So these two are huge. Again, guys, Opti Greens, Opti Reds. These are both by First Form. I am a Legionnaire for First Form. I represent their brand. There's something that I use these myself. Like out of everything I could use, this is what I use. In my opinion, this is the #1 quality. This is non-GMO, no artificial ingredients, no dyes, no colors. Like this is the real stuff here, right? So I would definitely recommend grabbing these. Now, if you're watching this video, I want you to do this. If you go to store.jerryfetta.com, store.jerryfetta.com, there's an area there called Health and Fitness. And if you click on that, that's going to take you to my First Form store. You can actually go on there. You can find the reds and greens. Okay, you can also find things like a fiber supplement, glutamine, gut health. There's so many things that align with this that you can use as well. And if you want to be on your best, performance, take care of your body. You're going to perform better. You're going to earn more income. You're going to feel better. You're going to enjoy your life more. That's all I got for you today. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next time.